this lesson. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah Kodash. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. And peace and mercies on all you brethren teaching this word in all sincerity and truth. To the 144,000, the house of David, all the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. Shalom. And to the few Akwaf that listen and subscribe to this truth, peace unto you as well. And I was listening to this video, which I saw a clip of this video earlier, but I was watching this particular clip because, as you know, they took this video down. I think the ISUPK did. I think because you got this guy, Captain Tazariak, who's been, putting his foot in his mouth for years now. And, he's been an example of a very prideful, a very, an Israelite who feels like he's above rebuke, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just speaking as a man, that whole organization is compromised, man. And, one thing I notice about these 501c3 charter Israelite schools is that they always want to, condemn the existence of FEMA camps or the existence of government ran institutions that are being set up to, come down and bring wrath upon the people, which that's part of their gag order is to, condemn so-called conspiracy theories and FEMA camps and very heavily the MOTB, which is the mark of the what, which this guy Hassan Campbell was basically, getting on this guy Tazariak about, which, as we all know, that's in the spirit that the MOTB, the CHIP, and these FEMA camps are going to go hand in hand in the near future. And these things do exist. But these guys are constant deniers of these things. They're constantly pushing that these things don't exist. But anyways, just showing you that this guy Tazariak is really an example of pride, man. And brothers, for years, I've been trying to correct this guy. A lot of brothers have been trying to set him on the right path and give him the proper breakdown and understanding of these scriptures, which this guy Tazariak came up under Great Millstone, and he was being taught by brothers in Great Millstone, but, he always seemed to swerve left and had a problem with a lot of the doctrine here at Great Millstone. And so he chose to go with the ISUPK where, he became a household name amongst that group. And, he's just always been a very worldly and a very non-spiritual guy. Don't get me wrong. He's a good speaker. He's had moments of where he's shined and all that. But as far as his doctrine being 100% correct, that's where he lacks. And he's a very prideful guy. And he's a very worldly guy. I'm not dissing this guy. I'm not trying to, slander him or anything, but it's just the truth. He's out here, he was mingling with, commiserating with the whole Kemetic community, dealing with people who totally don't believe in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and had a problem with the doctrine, who hate Yahweh Shai. He has a podcast with Whack 100, which is a complete wicked, non-believing infidel Negro. We can go on and on, man. But the main point that I want to do this lesson on is just showing you the example of what pride can get you. All right. And this guy totally breaks down the scriptures completely wrong, man. And this has been the problem with the ISUPK, And there's something terribly wrong with this guy, man. He's just not right in the spirit. And hey, even this guy Hassan Campbell, who's not in the truth, but I know that he watches a lot of Great Millstone videos and he watches brothers that speak this truth. And he basically was making you look like a damn fool, man. And the things that he was saying was 100% accurate, as far as this clip I'm going to play in the video. Now I haven't watched the whole video, but brothers have been sending clips amongst the chat to where, he was basically making this guy Tazariak look stupid. And Tazariak made himself look stupid. And it's just ultimately an example of what pride will get you when you refuse to humble down and take correction and to see the light of what the scripture is truly saying. And you go on, teaching these heresies and wayward doctrines. All right. And the Lord is, putting a spotlight on a lot of these false Israelite teachers, man. And it's going to continue to do so. And especially these guys that are very prideful and very hard-headed and feel like they're above rebuke and can't be corrected, man. So I'm going to play a little bit of this video. And there's the main point that I want to highlight and, point out in this little discourse. I'm going to play a few minutes of this video just to, make the point that I want to make, to show you the examples of what happens when, you're very prideful, man. and you feel like you can't be told anything and can't be corrected, well, hey, the Lord embarrass you, man. And this guy was completely embarrassed, and I'm pretty sure that's why they took this video down. But I'm gonna play a little bit of this video. I got some precepts. The Lord willing, you can be edified. Shalom.
A hard head is gonna make a soft ass. And all I'm gonna tell you people is, don't find yourself going to Uncle Sam looking for aid and help, and he leads you to a FEMA camp because you can't pay these bills, because you can't provide for your children, because y'all think it's a game and y'all think it's a crutch, and y'all got too comfortable using Uncle Sam. He's gonna put you.
You see, and this dude Sam Campbell, he's in the spirit, man. And what he's saying is 100% factual, man. Because you have a lot of the teaching of the ISUPK, even their own General Yohana told, the deacon from Sakari, that when they that you're going to take the microchip, you want to feed your family, you want to do this, you want to do that, right? And a lot of these guys in the ISUPK, they was blatantly telling our people to go take the jump shot, man. This guy, Captain Cesariak, on his own admission, said that he went and took the jump shot, man. So these guys are just walking hypocrites, man. And at the same time, he basically said, according to their doctrine, which is not, the jump shot is not the mark of the beast. All right. We've been made that clear. We've been said that, it's just a precursor to the hour of temptation, which these guys folded like a goddamn lawn chair, man. But the point being is that the very same things that they teach is the mark of the beast, according to his own doctrine, he basically has the mark of the beast, man. These guys are blatantly hypocrites, man. I'll show you when I get to that point in the lesson. By his own admission, basically, he's saying that he took the mark of the beast according to what they say the mark of the beast is, which is your willing participation in any type of thing that Esau offers you, man. And this guy took the C-hip, and they told Jake that you should take the C-hip and not try to get an exemption or deny it and have faith. So these guys are blatantly just, the Lord got him in the Scorpio. So, anyways,
in position where he wants you to.
Well, to then I go down to Egypt for help.
In those camps, to get that help, you got to get that chip, that mark of the beast.
Oh, Tazariak.
Look.
I'm gonna tell you something.
You gotta interject now.
So black people. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip this.
Yeah, he's throwing off.
There, right? Because some of that.
Look, he's throwing off.
Not from you, because you're speaking from the FEMA camps, the bunkers and shit. That's all white folk shit, right? Because
white folk shit
believe that their kingdom is falling.
This dude is out of his mind, man. Tazariak, you are not a man of the Lord, bro.
Ones in bunkers and shit. You put a nigga in the bunker, he dying in 2 weeks. He not gonna have enough food in there. We don't think like bunkers. But here's what I will tell you: when the heroin,
man,
the feminist movement,
how Hassan Campbell, he sound, how is he sounding more like he's in a prophecy than this guy?
Community, and we decided to sell it. We like to look at what we call OGs.
FEMA camps, just to correct, there ain't no such thing as a microchip.
You see,
that's a mark of the beast. The mark of the beast.
Now this is where he's going to basically, cut himself, man. Because we know that the MOTB is the implantable C-hip, man. Whether this guy want to believe it or not, man. But he's going to go on and start saying what they believe the MOTB is, and by his own admission and what they believe, he has it. According to what they say, because he went and he took that job, man. He took the yabber dabber do. You see? So these guys are totally off, man. They ain't right. They're false prophets, man.
Is the spirit that you carry for that beast. So that mark, like when it says in your forehead, what's in your forehead? Your brain, what you think with. Your hand symbolizes the action. That's the mark in your hand. So now, when you take in that information, what are you willing to do with it? We take in the information that I could be a drug dealer, and we take the action of doing it. We take in the information of I could kill my brother, and we take the action of doing it. What you put in your spirit, what you take into your brain affects how you carry yourself. So we don't have to wait. Listen, we do everything the white man tells us to do today. He does not have to put a microchip in our body to control us. He does not have to do that. We already do it. It's stimulus, we take it. His welfare, we take it. His drugs, we take it. Join his military, we do it. Join his police force, we do it. You name me one thing the white man has told us to do that we ain't done. We've done it all.
Well, that's a damn lie, because I didn't take the C-hip. I didn't take the jump shot. But you did. You know? So what the hell is this guy talking about, man? He's just rambling and going on, you know, and talking all of this dumb bullshit. Well, basically everything that he is saying, basically he's saying that we've all have taken the MOTB, which we know according to Revelation, the 14th chapter. If you've taken that MOTB, the mark of the beast, which he's trying to explain what it is, that you're going to be destroyed and burnt with fire before the presence of the angels and the Lamb, man. So everything that he is trying to explain that is the MOTB, then we all have it, and then we're all finished and we're all going to be destroyed, man, which absolutely makes no sense, man. Scriptures tell you that the elect are going to, overcome this man by the testimony that we have in Yahushua, by the blood of the Lamb, and through the testimony that we have in Yahushua, which part of it is not taking the C-hip, which is not bowing down and being overcome by what this man is about to bring during the time of Jacob's trouble, which we know a huge part of it is the C-hip, man. So these guys are completely just off, man. All right. Off as hell. And he's just winging it because Hassan Campbell just, fucked him up, spiritually, And you can see his face. Hassan's just like, oh, nigga, shut up, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't answering nothing. You just mumbling and rambling and just winging it as you go. Hey.
But when a brother tells you, love your brother as yourself, man, I ain't doing that. You can't fix the hood. You can't do that. So the beast, or what we should be marked with, is the word of the Lord. Ezekiel 9:4 says, mark them that sigh and that cry. And we're the ones that sigh and cry for our brothers. Now, before we sighed and cried, what information did we have? We had the information of this society. And so we did things that harmed not only our brothers and sisters, but ourselves.
Well, didn't you guys tell our people, here it is, you're in the truth, you're supposed to know better, you know that you're Israelites, you know the will of the Lord, but didn't y'all tell our people that they should take the jump shot? Didn't you say that since you Negroes are scared, I'm gonna take it so you ain't gonna be scared? So basically you putting your own foot in your mouth. You sounding like a hypocrite, man.
We had to be marked or put something else in our brain. And so everybody can understand, you read Revelation 7:4, it said, hold back the wind until we have seen.
Shalom.
Yeah, man. So this guy, he ain't got it, man. All right. And he's making himself look stupid. He's not making any sense, man. You see, and like I said, and this guy's been, brother's been warning this guy and trying to get him to see the light for years, but he's prideful, man. And now we look at where it got him now, out here making no goddamn sense whatsoever. And like I said, this is not because I hate this guy or I want to see him be destroyed. Hey, we're just doing these things just to make an example and to show you that these guys ain't right, man. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be. Salakia, man. Go in the room. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, man. And everything that he's over there speaking in that video was a damnable heresy, man. It's a lie. It's not the truth. All right. It's just more psychobabble, man. It says, even denying the Lord that brought them and bring upon themselves swift destruction. You see? And that's why they took that video down, man, because they went back and looked over the footage and they realized they put both of their feet in their mouth, man. It says, and many shall follow their pernicious ways. And many people are still going to follow that guy Tazariak, man. You're still going to have a lot of simple-minded Israelites and people in their congregation, who probably seen that video and going to see, be scratching their head. They're still going to follow that guy and act like that never even happened, man. Because as far as they're concerned, they took the video down. That's the end of it. So pretty much it never existed, man. But it did exist. Hey, and the Lord let it stay up long enough for, the brothers to catch wind of it. And now here we are doing videos about it. And like I said, it's not to shame this guy or to, belittle him. It's to the fact that hopefully he can repent, man, and be taught all over again and teach the true understanding, because the way that they're teaching the mark of the beast, man, it's leaving a lot of gray areas and a lot of gray areas to where our people will F around and take it and think that they're being justified and thinking that they can take this MOTB and be forgiven, or they can be have repentance from taking it, man. Which there ain't no repentance from taking the MOTB, man. Read Revelation the 14th chapter. All right. I mean, not Revelation the 14th chapter. It says, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. This guy said there ain't no FEMA camp. That's Edomite shit. Basically saying that it's a seed theory. But like I said, these 501c3 charter churches have to say that because they can't speak out against the government. They have a gag order on them, man. So it's particular things that they're basically being paid not to teach. And, and the more that we come closer to the end, the more that these facts are coming out, the more that these guys are looking stupid, the more that they're showing themselves to be false prophets and liars. It says, and through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not, man. So this guy, is looking like he's on the path to straight destruction, man, for being deemed a false prophet and being very, very prideful, man. But like I said, the Lord has a lot of these guys set up to deceive those that the Lord wants to be deceived, and all we're trying to do is just put the correction out there so that, people can have the right understanding so that they can make the right decisions when those times come. But as we know, hey, those that are meant to be deceived by this guy are going to continue to follow this guy, and it's nothing that we can ultimately do about it, man. But just come out here and defend the gospel and give this true understanding. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. It says, for the leaders of this people caused them to err. You know what? Let me read up a little bit. This is Isaiah 9 and 14. It says, therefore, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will cut off from Israel head and tail, branch and rush in one day. The ancient and honorable, he is the head, and the prophet that teacheth lies, he is the tail. You see? Because you had that going on back in Israel to where Salakia. Salakia, man, this little boy always trying to get in the damn way. It says, therefore Yahweh will cut off from Israel head and tail, branch and rush in one day. This is dealing with these so-called leaders of our people, man. It happened back then, and in this days you can put it to these, entertainers and actors, these people that are these ones that our people look up to, and these false prophets. It says the ancient and honorable, he is the head, and the prophet that teacheth lies, he is the tail. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. See, and that's what this guy, Captain Tazariak, is representing right now in this time. Those false prophets. And these guys been on this campaign of being false prophets and deceiving. They don't even want to accept the fact that you got Israelites scattered amongst the other nations. They still teaching this whole thing that all Nigerians and all people that are of West African descent, so to speak, are all Hamites, that there's no possibility that our people are scattered amongst any of these other nations around the earth, man. You got to be a so-called Black American to be an Israelite. Anything outside of that, you're one of the other nations. So these guys have a lot of, false doctrines that they're teaching, and one of the main ones is being the MOTB, what the mark of the what is, man. Amongst other things as well. You guys teach a whole lot of fucking damnable heresies that you can pop your woman in her BOTT, her backside, all manner of wickedness, man, But, hey, the Lord has them in the scopeo right now, man. All right. This is, let me see. This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 13. But he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father have not planted shall be rooted up, And this can be the beginning of these guys being rooted up because they're not right, man. All right. They haven't been planted on that fertile soil, man. A lot of these guys, have taken root, but it's a very dirty root, Scriptures tell you how a good tree cannot bear bad fruit. Neither can a bad tree bear good fruit, man. You know, and these guys are showing themselves to be rotten fruit, man. It says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch, man. You see, and this is exactly where this guy is leading his, this guy right here, Tasariak, where the ISUPK is leading their followers, man, straight down into the ditch, man. And these guys are hella prideful, man. All right, they can't be corrected. They don't want to hear anything. They even said in their videos, if it's not under General Yohana, then it's not of the Most High. Well, shit, that's a damn lie, man. And you guys are proving that every time you open your mouth and every time you try to do videos, man. And like I said, that pride is going to get you guys destroyed, man. Hey, the Lord's just making an example of these guys, all right? You Jakes better wake the hell up. And you got a lot of this prideful shit going on. All these weirdo King David niggas popping up on the scene. All these guys, coming up with these wayward doctrines, trying to exalt themselves and not coming up the right way, man. Hey, the Lord's going to deal with all these guys, man. And the minute you correct him, oh, you a hater. Oh, you hate your brother. A lot of these guys are slandering the men of the Lord. Hey, the Lord's going to get all you guys, man. All right. Y'all need to humble down greatly. This is Proverbs chapter 2, verse 11, Proverbs 11 and 2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. And this guy should be ashamed of himself, man. All right. Because he's been prideful for a very long time, man. Brothers did videos correcting this guy, but he refuses to hearken unto the correction. He bucks up. He says, I don't care what y'all say. This is what it is. They continuously talk shit. They continuously to not take heed. But hey, man, that shame is coming upon these guys, man. It says, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them. And this guy don't have no integrity, man. None of these, the whole damn group don't have no fucking integrity. They're all prideful, man. They think too highly of themselves. They act as if they're perfect and they got it right and they can't be told anything by nobody, man. It says, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. You see? It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. You see? And that's exactly what you see happening to these guys, man. They're going to fall by their own wickedness, man. And they don't have no excuse. They don't have no cloak for their sins anymore, or for their lies, or for their BS doctrines, because it's all being corrected by the men of the Lord, but they refuse to hearken unto it, man. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. Or is this what I wanted? Let me see. Proverbs 13 and 10. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. See, and that guy's not well advised, because brothers tried to advise him and give him correction and show him the proper way, but these guys refuse to take heed unto it, man. Ultimately, because they don't want to be corrected and say that, Great Millstone was right. That's really what it's all about. Because these guys really hate the elders and the apostles and men of Great Millstone when we correct or when we rebuke, man. Because they ultimately, they got that pride. So they want to clap back. They want to say, y'all just hating. Here come GMS. Here come GMS. Well, we're not doing it because we hate you guys. We just want you guys to have the correct understanding, which is love. But you flip it and say that is hate. So therefore, hey, man, the Lord is going to bring that pride is going to bring that shame upon you guys, man. It says, wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. It says, hope deferred maketh I'm going to jump down to 13. It says, whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandments shall be rewarded. The law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. And that's why you guys, every time you guys open your mouth, man, you fuck up. And now you're not, okay, here I come. You're not getting favor. Now you're getting shame. People are speaking up against you. You're making yourself look. Okay. It says, every prudent man dealeth with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly. And everything that you were saying when Hassan said what he said was complete fucking folly, man. It didn't make any sense, man. You just rambling and just trying to scramble. And, it's like a play was called and you messed up the play and you just running all over the place trying to make a play, trying to make something out of nothing, man. And you laid open all of your folly, and that's why y'all took that video down. Because that's all it was complete and utter folly and just stupidity, man. So, hey, the Lord is making an example out of these guys, man. And like the brothers titled this video, hey, the Lord is marking a lot of you guys for judgment. Because, your pride and your, a lot of you guys have sold out. A lot of you guys have taken the bag. And that covenant with death is going to be disannulled pretty soon, man. So you guys better humble down greatly, man, and really teach this doctrine the right way or be destroyed, man. Hey, the Lord is making moves. The Lord is marking a lot of you guys. And it's only going to get worse and worse, especially the more that this pride. Because you notice he's going to come back with a video trying to explain this shit and be hella prideful, man. He's not going to try to see the light or be corrected, but he's going to continue to double down and triple down on what he's saying is the truth, man. Okay, I'm coming. Hey, so with that, I got to get up out of here, man. Lord willing, you brother and sister was edified. Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, put the spirit on me and do this lesson. To the next one, Shalom.